Welcome back to the 2-Minute Warning. In this video, I'm taking a look at the Minnesota Vikings, but more specifically Kirk Cousins, and going over whether or not I think he will hold back the Vikings in the upcoming 2021 season. But before we get on that topic, just a quick question for those of you viewing. Where do you rank Kirk Cousins amongst quarterbacks in the league? You think he's top 10? You think he's number 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, wherever you got him? Comment down below and I'll kind of give my answer at the end. But getting straight into it, I want to make it clear this is not a knock to Kirk Cousins in the slightest way. He's probably a top 5 favorite player of mine in the NFL. I'm not a Vikings fan, but I'm a huge Kirk Cousins fan. So again, this is no knock to him, but everyone has to admit Kirk Cousins, he has his limitations and there is a ceiling to him. He's not going to go toe-to-toe with the Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson by his pure self. With the stacked roster, can he do so? Yes. And the Vikings do have a stacked roster this year. I mean, Danielle Hunter coming back, Eric Hendricks, Anthony Barr, added Dalvin Tomlinson and Sheldon Richardson to help out Pierce. You got Harrison Smith, Xavier Woods, Bashad Breeland, Patrick Peterson. The defense is ready this year. Mike Zimmer's ready to rebound and, retain the title of being a good defensive head coach. Offense is ready. O-line, have its concerns? Yes, but they have O'Neal, a pretty underrated tackle. They got Christian Darrisaw. They got Wyatt Davis, a guard in the third round. This O-line is going to be at least improved from last year. Is it going to be this top 5 O-line? No. But is it going to be better than last year? Yes. Dalvin Cook last year, he ran for 1,500 yards in 14 games with a not-so-good O-line. Again, it's not going to be great this year, but with a better O-line and a healthy season, Dalvin Cook going to take off. The receiving core, Justin Jefferson's a top 10 receiver. Adam Thielen's is as reliable as it comes, and Irv Smith Jr. is going to have a much bigger role. The roster's ready, but is Kirk Cousins ready? Is he going to hold him back? There's this theory that Kirk Cousins can't win primetime games. He's got the Super Bowl curse around him. He's not a playoff quarterback. And I get that. Again, I'm a Kirk Cousins fan, but I know he has his limitations. Personally, when I look at the Vikings, I think of the Tennessee Titans. You got a workhorse running back is Derrick Henry, just a smidge better than Dalvin Cook, yes. You have a pretty good, pretty efficient, pretty consistent quarterback. Is Ryan Tannehill just maybe a smidge better than Kirk Cousins? Sure. You have a pretty good receiving core. Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Irv Smith. Is the Titans receiving core maybe a little better? Yeah, A.J. Brown, Julio Jones. But looking at the defense, the Vikings defense just absolutely, it's much better than the Titans defense. So again, I do think they're a little similar. Titans are just a small bit better than the Vikings on offense, arguably, but the Vikings are they're a lot better on defense compared to the Titans. So I do think they're similar in some aspects, and for some reason, everyone thinks Titans are going to the Super Bowl this year. Julio Jones is making a change. Derrick Henry, Mike Vrabel, they're going to take off. Ryan Tannehill is going to lead them to the Super Bowl. Vikings fans, if you're unbiased, you probably don't think that. You think they'll get stopped in the playoffs by a Chiefs, Bills, Browns, or Ravens at some point, like I do too. But if you ask the Titans fans, if you ask one, they think they're going to win it all. Like it's nothing, but being unbiased, that's just not going to happen in my opinion. But I don't know why so many people have the Titans having these Super Bowl aspirations when the Vikings, why do they not? I mean, they have, like I said, they're pretty similar to the Titans on offense, but on defense, the Vikings just trump them, and I don't know why they're not in the Super Bowl talks. Of course, Vikings fans, they do agree that they should be in a Super Bowl, and I think they're a dark horse Super Bowl team, and the answer is I don't think Kirk Cousins will hold them back. I mean, just that amount of talent on that roster, a defense that has the capability and the upside to be in top 5, a sophomore wide receiver that's already top 10 in the league. Adam Thielen, like I said, he's as reliable and as good as you're going to get at a number 2 receiver in the league. Irv Smith Jr., Christian Darrisaw, we're going to have to see how these guys come in. Irv Smith's getting a bigger role. Christian Darrisaw might be a starting left tackle. We're going to need some of these younger guys who are given the starting role to really be a big piece of this team to step up in order for them to go to the next level. And do I think Kirk Cousins is going to carry the team? Absolutely no way. No, he's not a Mahomes. Again, he's not a Brady. He's not a Wilson. He's not a Rodgers. Will he carry them, and can he carry them? No. But can he win football games? Can he be efficient? Can he put them in a position to not lose? Can he be a game manager? Yes. And this term, game manager, seems really condescending, as in he's a bad quarterback. When you have a stacked roster, all you need is a game manager. I've heard time and time again, if Kirk Cousins was on the Washington football team that is today, that would be a team that easily wins the NFC East. That's all they need is an average quarterback over there. All they need is a game manager, and the same thing goes with the Vikings. That's all they need. They don't need a Mahomes. They don't need a Rodgers. They have the rest spread out through the offensive line, through the receiving core, through the backfield, through the defense, it's stacked to the nth degree. Again, I'm not saying the Vikings are the Super Bowl favorites, but Kirk Cousins is not the issue. It's just the issue is just a matter of being healthy and getting the chemistry right, getting over the hump and getting over the mental block of getting through the Green Bay Packers. That is going to be their biggest challenge this year. Is Kirk Cousins again going to throw 45 touchdowns? Probably not, but can he maybe give you 35 again? Can he limit his touchdowns and interceptions to probably 4-to-1 ratio? Yeah, I think he's efficient enough to do that, and I think this offense can be carried by Dalvin Cook like Derrick Henry carries the Titans. I don't think it's needed to be carried like that, but I think if it was needed, Dalvin Cook could do so. There's just no way in my mind this team doesn't make the playoffs next year unless some big injury happens. Danielle Hunter and Eric Kendricks both don't play. Kirk Cousins goes down. Dalvin Cook goes down. Pending an injury, pending some big thing. I like this team to the playoffs. I like this team to get a playoff win. Possibly. It depends on the matchups. We're getting really speculative now, getting really into the future now. I don't know what that's going to look like. But I like this Vikings team, and I don't think Kirk Cousins is the issue or hold them back. Again, I'm making it clear I don't think he's going to push them forward, but I don't think he's going to carry them back either. He's not going to weigh them down. I think he could just go afloat and manage this team, and that is all they need at this point. They just need a guy that can control the pace, control the clock, and just not lose a football game. Not throw 19 interceptions. Like the Bucs, when they had Jameis Winston, they had a good roster. They had the same roster for the most part when they had Brady, but Winston couldn't even be a game manager. Would they have won the Super Bowl if Winston throw 35 picks? No. But would they have possibly made the playoff and if he just limited the picks? The rest of the team could have carried him to the playoffs if he could have just been a game manager, and this is a similar thing. Again, I'm not trying to compare Kirk Cousins to Jameis Winston, but I'm just saying there are rosters out there where all they need is a game manager, and Kirk Cousins is that his floor as a game manager, his ceiling is being above average and being a borderline top 10 quarterback. And if he could get to the top 10 status, just even being number 10, this is a team that could go on to possibly win or make a deep playoff run. You guys tell me, though, do you disagree or agree with my take? I like the Vikings this year, and I don't think Kirk Cousins is the issue. And referring back to the question today, where do I rank Kirk Cousins? I haven't done the exact list, but to me, he'd probably be right around 13 is the number in my head. Right now, I just can't think of every single quarterback. 13 sounds right about it. Like I said, he's above top 15. He's not the last, but he's also not top 10. He's borderline. 12 or 13 sounds right today for Kirk Cousins to me. You guys tell me, though. As always, and of course, thank you for watching. 2-1 warning.